Hi there, and welcome to my Itty Bitty Chapel. My name is Patty Chaffee, and I'm the community minister at Niantic Community Church. I'm also a spiritual director and an expressive arts facilitator. The Itty Bitty Chapel is a few moments offered midweek to relax, refresh, and reflect on a spiritual word or phrase. It's usually filmed in or near a sacred space within my home called the Itty Bitty Chapel, and our candle here is lit to remind us of the presence of Spirit within and around us always. If you're so inclined and would like to light a candle in your sacred space during our time together, you can pause the video now. Our word for reflection today is aging. If you obey all the rules, you miss all the fun. Katharine Hepburn. Now that might be a strange way to begin a reflection on aging, but Katharine Hepburn knew just how to do it ever so gracefully. And she was not one to give up on fun. A youthful attitude means everything as we grow older. George Bernard Shaw said, "We don't stop playing because we grow old because we stop playing." I think he's right. It's a lesson for all of us, especially those celebrating the second half of life. We definitely need to play more, laugh more, eat more cupcakes. Currently, I have a dozen or so women who gather together each week for a series on the spirituality of aging. And it is just amazing to witness their courage in sharing their fears and failures, gifts and gratitude, stories of success in their second half of life. It is an honor to walk this journey of self-discovery with them, these several weeks that we're together. It is a joy to discover my own ideas and attitude about aging that I didn't even know existed. In her book called The Gift of Years, that is the inspiration for this series, Sister Joan Chittister writes, "We need to think again about the beauties of age, its freedom and its splendor. It is the fresh life within that age reveals to us, if we only give it a chance." Getting older, let's call it our Jubilee time, is a place to celebrate and honor. In her book of the same name, Maria Harris writes, "Jubilee is a place of maturity and wisdom, liberation and loss. The first half of life is over, and something new aches, even demands to be born. We are being lured by the Creator Spirit, by our own inner spirit, and by life itself, to a new perception of age and aging. We are being lured to open the doors of our hearts and the gates of our spirits." The second half of life brings with it, for many of us, a certain resistance, right? Who wants to get older? Shall we say a lot of resistance? That is until we befriend it, make peace with it, accept it as a companion on this amazing journey, even celebrate its gifts, and there are many. In her book, A Year of Living Mindfully, Anna Black writes about exploring resistance and the suffering that takes place when we want something to be different than what it is and don't like what we're experiencing in the present. The body braces itself against the resistance, she writes, tightening and tensing up. Once we've been alerted that resistance is present, we can then widen our beam of awareness to include our thoughts and emotions. Just noticing and breathing through that can help us process this experience. When I find myself upset about something, I find it helpful to sit back, breathe into the physical feelings, thoughts, and emotions that are going on in that situation, and ask myself, what is the reality of what is happening here? It often feels, by my initial reaction, that it is more than its actual truth, greater than its reality. I remember the short version of the Serenity Prayer, which I find myself saying a lot lately, and I gain perspective on the situation. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. I love Black's line, widen our beam of awareness. Imagine if we all walked around with a heightened awareness of the beauty of our aging bodies. Imagine if we walked around filled to overflowing with love in our hearts instead of guns in our hands. Imagine if we all just worked together to be a world of compassion, understanding, and acceptance of each other's differences. Imagine. In our second half of life, we have an opportunity to embrace our hard-won wisdom and to live life more fully and more enthusiastically than ever before. And be the kind, I saw this on a plaque, be the kind of men and women that when your feet hit the floor in the morning, the devil says, oh crap, they're up. Right? I keep you in prayer every day of this very adventure-filled life. And if this message spoke to you in some way, feel free to share it with others. And until next time, may God bless you in every way you need. Namaste.
I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am stronger every moment, every day. My mind is willing and my heart is open wide. I trust my instincts and let spirit be my guide. I vow to live a life that's real and pure and free, as I continue walking in this mystery. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am grateful every moment, every day. There may be walls, there may be roadblocks in my way, but I can choose to take a higher path each day. And now I know that what I thought was safe and sound was only habit and regret that held me down. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I is taken in pure faith, and I am kinder every